Well, what an afternoon. Thank you, everyone, for being here to share this. It really is an amazing day. There are more than 1,300 of you watching this event, either here or in the overflow room. I think that's amazing for us to just have this many people to join us. One of the things I want to say, I hope everyone heard the music to begin with. Charles Mangini and the orchestra from Vandercook, I thought, did a wonderful job, and I just want to thank you. So let me thank Chairman Bud Wendorf. I mean, what a wonderful leader he has been for our university, for the Board of Trustees. He's a loyal alumnus and a generous benefactor. And I also want to thank our three regents and our Board of Trustees who have given so much of their time and resources to make this university successful, and to thank them for giving me the opportunity to lead this great university. I'd like to ask Bud, our Board of Trustees and our regents to rise and be recognised. I would also like to thank Meyer, Lou, John, Indira, Rahul and Joseph for the warm and kind remarks, and for Indira for making me the president of the graveyard. I'll have to use that in the future. Of course, on a day like today, I have to reflect on the path that brought me here and the people who have been part of my journey. A path that, of course, begins with family, my family. I'd like to recognize my wife, Anna, my daughters, Leanna and Natalie, my sisters, Maureen and Kay, and my family members, Marion, Graham, Jackie, Lisa, Benno and Cora, who are here today to share this occasion with me. As you heard or are hearing, I grew up in a small town in Scotland, a town called Saltcoats. And when I was in high school, the rector, on hearing I was leaving in my 5th year to go to Strathclyde University in Glasgow, suggested that I study an applied science instead of a pure science. I can remember him stopping me in the hallway, and by the way, he never spoke to me, and said, "Cramb, you're good in math, physics and chemistry. You could make a difference in the applied sciences. Look into metallurgy." I never asked why he thought I couldn't make a difference in the pure sciences, by the way. It was a small conversation in a hallway, but it really changed my life without me realizing it at the time. And it had significant long-term implications. It would lead me to become a metallurgical engineer, to gain a PhD, to work in the steel industry, to become a professor, to be chosen to be a member of the National Academy of Engineering, and eventually now to become the 9th president of Illinois Institute of Technology. So sometimes good advice comes quickly and without warning, and it really means it's good to listen to teachers. My high school had a motto that stayed with me through the years. The motto was Ad Astra, which is Latin for to the stars. I always appreciated the fact that the school's motto suggested the pathway to success was through education. In addition, it was an exhortation to strive for excellence and achievement. There was no discussion of limitation, only the expectation of continuous effort to allow success at the highest level. The message was, yes, you can. Just as important was family support. I was the first member of my family to attend a university, although my sister went to college and she says I'm wrong. And my family never told me, you shouldn't do that. They were always saying, if that's what you want, that's great. Again, it was a supportive environment that said, yes, you can, and often just do it. Before Nike. And when I had the opportunity to come to America to continue my studies, my family never said, why do you want to do that? Instead, they said, yes, you should, you can, and good luck. I traveled to the United States with my lifelong friend, Michael Byrne, who's here with me today. And we went through the change that happens when one moves to another country. I was reminded another quote related to the stars is per aspera ad astra, again in Latin, meaning through hardship to the stars. And I learned that it's during the struggle that one grows. Change is never easy, but having gone through the struggle of changing a country, leaving one's friends and family behind, and joining a quite different educational experience, I found that I had changed. And I'd become a different person, a person more comfortable with diverse opinions and more understanding that we are more alike than different. When I finished my studies at the University of Pennsylvania, I worked a number of years in the steel industry before deciding my career should be in education. I had the good fortune of joining Carnegie Mellon University, where actually our former president, John Anderson, then Dean of Engineering, gave me the chance to be a department chair. Some of my doctoral students and researchers are here today. Wanlin Wang from China, Vincent Chevrier from France, Youngsuk Chung for Korea, Martin Valdez from Argentina, and Professor Tetsu Nagasaka from Japan. As you can see, a truly international group. John Anderson encouraged my efforts to become a dean at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and then brought me to IIT as his provost. Clearly, I have much to thank John Anderson for. Thank you, John. When you begin as an assistant professor, the path to being a president is unclear, at best. So for all of you who are wondering, yes, it can happen. It is through the support of family, teachers and mentors that you find your way. And I'm fortunate to have had many mentors along my path. Jeff Belton, my doctoral advisor, Harry Paxton and Dick Fruhan, colleagues at CMU, Norm Mills, my first boss in industry, Keith Brimacombe and many others. A career in higher education is also demanding, and I could not be here without the love and support of my wife Anna and our daughters Leanna and Natalie. So I thank them especially today. No president becomes a president without the support of many. And no president can be successful without the continued support of even more people who work behind the scenes to allow success. This inauguration is a good example. I'd like now to recognise all of the faculty and staff from the inauguration committees and those who have spent time over the past few months to allow this day to be successful. For 125 years, Illinois Institute of Technology has played a critical role in graduating leaders. We honoured 5 of those leaders last night when we inducted David Boder, Marty Cooper, Phyllis Lambert, Abraham Lincoln Marovitz, and Susan Solomon into the IIT Hall of Fame. These are individuals who have been innovators in their fields and who represent the best of an Illinois Tech education. And while we celebrate our historical contributions to the world, we must also understand that to be relevant in the long term, a university must constantly change to be relevant to the students who will graduate in the future. Still, we must also be true to our guiding principles. Thus, we will continue to be a place where talented students can seek knowledge and success, regardless of their financial means. In this, we honour our heritage and our beginnings. It was Frank Wakely Gonzalez, our first president, who convinced Philip Danforth Armour to give the initial gift to fund our university, the outcome of the now famous $1 million sermon. Throughout our history, we have also had other great leaders, such as Bob Galvin and Bob Pritzker, step forward to advance the university. And today, we are still a university that welcomes bright students from Chicago and makes it possible for them to attend, regardless of their background. We will also continue to celebrate the international nature of our community, knowing that by coming to IIT, our students truly meet the world. At Illinois Tech, our US students can have a global experience in Chicago, and our international students can enjoy the United States, much as I did many years ago. We will continue to refresh our excellent and rigorous curriculum, ensuring that our graduates have the skills for their first job as well as their entire careers. And we will continue to hire and develop excellent faculty the most important people in our university. Could I ask the faculty to stand and be recognised? These are the heart of a university without whom we could not achieve our goals or our aspirations. We will continue to be strong in our core business of education and will continue to focus on areas that distinguish us in the past, but we will also grow, make plans to change and to continuously improve. Together, we have the opportunity to become much, much more than that which we have already accomplished. I want us to begin talking more about our future, about our aspirations, and I want us to make those aspirations a reality. Looking ahead, we will become a university where there's a strong focus on both education and the development of new knowledge and where excellence is expected and is not an aspiration. A university where outstanding faculty scholarship is combined with an ability to inspire our student body to high achievement. A university that values creativity, innovation and the entrepreneurial endeavours of its faculty, students, staff and alumni. A university where students are the focus of our endeavours and their success after graduation is the major outcome of their education. A university whose faculty, students, staff and alumni have pride in the accomplishments of all. A university whose culture is inclusive, its people diverse, and its accomplishments more than the sum of its parts. In short, a premier, global, technological university that's based in Chicago. I see 4 key points for the future of IIT. First, we must ensure the success of our graduates by offering them a total student experience. One which will include a great education in the discipline of their choice and an out-of-class experience that allows them to grow as people, to develop an appreciation of the accomplishments of others, and to start the path that will allow them to become leaders in their careers. Second, we must continue to build the visibility of our university as a premier global technological university in Chicago and the world. Third, we must build a community that supports the achievement of our goals. And fourth, we must grow. Let me talk about each of these. I want our alumni to say that they received a great education and had the best experience of their lives. In this, I don't mean that our education will be any less rigorous, but that the out-of-classroom experience will be meaningful, focused on their development, and allow them to become successful professionals. When I was a student, I was really focused only on my education. But my daughter Leanna, a second-year college student, has helped me to understand the importance of the social and the out-of-class elements of a university experience, which allow the formal educational experience to be richer and focused on future success. Our students will develop life skills through participation in clubs, organisations, athletics and recreation programs. They will have opportunities for a personal growth by creating a collaborative environment that encourages students to know one another well. They will apply knowledge learned in the classroom to real-world problems with like-minded friends. They will be encouraged to follow their ideas and dreams. They will be preparing for success after graduation. What we have to offer our students is the ability to become a creative, innovative, and even entrepreneurial leader in a technological or professional field of their choice. To accomplish this promise, we will continue to improve our outstanding academic programs while we improve the total student experience. We will build the Ed Kaplan Family Institute for Innovation in Tech Entrepreneurship, the flagship of our commitment to ensure the success of our graduates. And of course, we will continue to make improvements to our classrooms, laboratories and facilities focused on student life. I want to thank the staff of the university because you play such a critical role in this university. You're often a mentor and friend to students, or a person to talk to when family is far away. Your caring nature allows many students to overcome rough times, either academically or personally. Per aspera ad astra. It is through the struggle that we grow. But no one should have to do that alone. I thank you for caring for our students, for nurturing them, and for focusing on the details of their experience, both in and outside of the classroom. Would our staff members please stand so I can applaud you? To our second point, raising the visibility of our fine institute. We must show the world who we are. We must show them that we are a premier global technological university based in Chicago. Our reputation begins with the faculty. It is their research and publications and their global influence which build the renown of our university. We have law, architecture, business, science, engineering, applied technology, design, and human science. We have great faculty members in all of our schools and colleges, great scholars and educators. Our reputation is also built through the success of our students when they graduate and also become our alumni, and also in how they share their pride in their alma mater. The third key point is that of developing a supportive community. I want today to begin our next great step into the future. I want all of us to leave today united and eager to make this university the university it is destined to become. We all have great ambition for IIT, and those ambitions can only be reached when all of us come together and work together as one. To do this, we need to make sure we have a culture in which we respect one another, care about one another, and most importantly, support one another. If you don't have a strong community, you can't have a strong institution. As we work together to become stronger as a group, I want to let you know some of the things that I believe in. I believe in thinking and behaving ethically. I am guided by the principle of trying to do the right thing and always trying to do right by others. I value diversity across the organization. I wish to develop a culture that values all forms of diversity. We cannot look away when we see something wrong, and we cannot be afraid to confront challenging situations. Take the time to support a colleague, student, or volunteer. When we work together, we will all accomplish more, and we will do it faster and better than we could have alone. I wish to move this university forward and have it become recognized worldwide for its accomplishments. I want us to be recognized as a great Chicago university, as a great American university, as a great university of the world. This leads to the fourth point that I mentioned. To accomplish this task, we must grow. Growth in all areas is necessary. We need growth in student numbers. We need growth in stature. We need growth in academics. We need growth in scholarship and research. But most of all, we need growth in pride. I kind of liked it in the dark there. That was kind of fun. And yes, when you can, support the university financially. As a community, we can make a marked positive change in the life of our university. These are the things that separate a very good university from a great one. And these are the things that are in your control and offer you a way to make a real difference at Illinois Tech. I want all alumni, faculty, students, and donors to stand now. I thank you for everything that you have done and will do for this great university. Thank you. By the way, this is the beginning of our health situation where we're going to have you stand up and down a lot. No extra charge in the benefits. This has been a truly wonderful day, and there's more to come. I told you that I want you to leave here eager and united. So I'd like you to take a moment and think about not just the future and the vision I've described, but also what the future looks like to you. What kind of future do you want for IIT? If you're a student, what do you want to say about this university when you graduate? If you're an alumni, what kind of place do you want to come back to? If you're faculty or staff, what kind of place do you want to work? And if you're a friend or a volunteer, what kind of place should this university become following your investment of time and resources? Think about all of this for a moment and then remember, it's really all up to you. I will work hard to guide this university. I will maintain and increase excellence, raise money, tell our story, and try to improve our position as a top university. But to be successful, I will need you to help me. So ask yourselves, how can I help? How can I make this university the place it's destined to be? I want to leave you with one final thought. We saw the video earlier about the past presidents and about their eras at IIT. While those stories celebrate their outstanding leadership, there is another story within, and that is the story of all of you, of the faculty, staff, students, alumni and friends who helped define these eras. All of you are embarking on a new era, the one the next movie will describe as my time here. But never forget that it is in fact your time also. It is in fact our time. It is our time to fulfill the dreams that others had for this university. It is our time to live up to our potential. It is our time to come together as a community. It is our time, and it begins right now. I look forward to the future, and I look forward to getting there with you. Thank you.